is a day of celebration for our graduates, so please feel free to take pictures throughout the ceremony. At this time, we would like to recognize our distinguished guests, the 335 Training Squadron Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Donahue. The Religious Affairs Career Field Functional Manager, Chief Master Sergeant Sadie Chambers. Also joining us today, we have Wing Chaplain Colonel Dallas Little, Master Sergeant Rushford, and of course, thank you to all Chaplain Corps members, friends, families, and MTLs. Again, family and friends of our students, we thank you for taking this time to join us today. At this time, we will have remarks from two of our students. First, we will have A1C Jacob Flores. Please come forward to share your remarks.
Good afternoon. Everybody doing all right? Well, I first want to say it is an honor and a privilege to be here with you all today. I want to first start off by saying to all of us, we can finally breathe. We made it. I know it's been a rough journey, but this is what it's all about, is overcoming. And look at us, we all did it. We didn't lose not one. So I just want to say congratulations. Today I want to speak on what it means to be resilient. When Sergeant Mateo first informed me that I would be speaking today, my first thought was everything that could go wrong. I was like, oh man, she asked me to do it. What do I do? What do I say? But when we talk about being resilient, that's what it means, is to withhold the capacity to overcome difficult situations, react, and recover from that. So I want to speak about one of many legends, and probably one of your personal favorite. It's a man by the name of Denzel Washington. Denzel quoted at his commencement speech at the University of Pennsylvania in 2011. It's a quote by Les Brown on the topic of failure. He says, "Imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential, the ghosts of your ideas that you never acted on, and the ghosts of talents that you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, they're angry, they're disappointed, and they're upset. They come to you and they say, 'We came to you because you could have brought us to life,' they say, 'and now we have to go to the grave together.' So I leave you with this. You all have invested into yourself. You guys, from hard work to the endless nights of staying up studying, to the group studies that we had, even all the way from being away from home. I know that's hard for a lot of us. And in the same manner, a lot of our leadership has invested into us. From our instructors, I want to thank you all. Our leadership, thank you. And to each other, the people on our left and right who have really been there for each other when we kind of felt like, oh, I can't do this, or I feel like this is my breaking point and this is where I'm going to stop. We have all looked to each other as peers, but as wingmen, and that's what it's all about. And so I want to encourage you, the Air Force needs your talents. And in a time of adversity, whether in our lives or the lives of the people that we swore to defend, it is our mission to be resilient and make an impact in this new journey as Religious Affairs Airmen. And that is how we achieve excellence in all we do. So to the class that I've been a part of, it's been a great honor and a privilege to serve alongside you all. And to the class that I can guarantee will make a huge dent in the United States Air Force, I want to say congratulations and thank you.
Next, we will have Airman Juan Velez Preciado. Please come forward to share your remarks.
All right, good afternoon. It's crazy, I have to follow that up. All right, good afternoon. I first would like to thank Chief Chambers for all the important work that you do, and thank you to Lieutenant Colonel Donahue for being here. And I want to thank my instructors, my classmates. Thank you, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. I want to say, as we stand on the edge of a new chapter in our lives, it's my honor to address and congratulate you all for graduating. Our Air Force journey has been filled with challenges, triumphs, and of course, moments of failure. Through these setbacks, we have learned what it means to never give up. I remember graduating BMT, finally having accomplished a lifelong dream of mine to become a citizen of the United States of America. I remember my first couple of weeks here with my roommate, Airman Flores, having conversations of feeling lost, feeling like I accomplished what I thought was my only dream with the Air Force, and feeling like I was a little bit of a failure, leaving my family behind, thinking like, man, did I make a mistake being here? But after being surrounded by this class, these instructors, and my NCOs, my prior service, thank you. I want to say thank you first and foremost. Shout out to Sergeant Makovic, Sergeant Gutierrez, and the other prior service for putting me onto game and helping me out and teaching me all the different opportunities that this career and this lifestyle in the Air Force can come with. And I just want to say that the BMT in the Air Force has taught us that being successful is not about avoiding failure, but embracing it. During this course, I'm learning I truly am passionate for what's to come with this career and how many lives we'll be able to impact. So my fellow airmen, as we step into the next phase of our journey, remember, let us not fear failure, but rather embrace it as a learning experience, as a stepping stone for the next opportunity for growth. I'm proud of you all and excited for the impact each and every one of you will have on every person you meet as a religious affairs airman. Congratulations to us, and remember, aim high.
It is my great privilege to be here, and on behalf of Chaplain Major General Randy Kitchens, he sends his congratulations to you, to your families, to your friends, your significant others, those that have been supporting you, cheering you on, whether they're in the room here or they're online. We would love to just tell you how incredibly important it is for us to be here with you, Chaplain Kitchens in spirit and me here in person, to say welcome to the Chaplain Corps, welcome to the team. I am so grateful to have the opportunity to spend some time with you this morning. I shared briefly with the class that I've been a fangirl from afar, cheering them on, learning about your origin stories, and seeing how best I can help from a career field manager and a senior enlisted advisor capacity. How can I help set you up for success? So those of you that are in the room, online, I'm sure y'all have been back briefing them on the experience of what it is to be in this class, and maybe I can fill in a little bit for those of you that don't know that this is the first class for religious affairs to go from a 6-week program to an 8-week program. And so that's a big deal. As our senior enlisted advisors come to the table, our senior leaders, our technical experts, almost 2 years ago, and said, these are the things that we need to get our training right so that we ensure that our religious affairs airmen are ready for the calls that will come their way. We said these are the things that are needed. And then we levy that huge responsibility onto our curriculum developers, our training managers, our instructors to say, please put it together and package it up so that it can be validated. And so this is the first course to go up against validation for this new training material. So it's never easy to be the first in anything. So thank you for your patience, your understanding, your frustration, your feedback, your willingness to try something new. The full gambit, I think, probably is what you have felt along the way, and that does not go unnoticed or unappreciated by all of us. So thank you. What can I share with you that I haven't already shared a little bit? I had a little bit this morning with the class, and I'm listening to some of our brand new airmen in the Air Force and our career field share some of their stories about resilience, about citizenship and reaching goals early and trying to reach your full potential and not being afraid to try, right? And that resonated with me to say to you that this Air Force will unlock many opportunities for you if you're willing to lean in and show up each day and say, hey, how can I try to be the best version of myself for those people? This can be a very challenging career field. We see people at their best, at their worst, and everything in between. I always tell people from birth to death, beyond, and everything in between is a day in the life of a religious affairs airman. We have the great privilege to come alongside and walk and live life with our airmen, our guardians, our families, and care for them more than anyone thinks possible. Not an easy calling to go into, and so we appreciate what you bring. One of the things as we talk about, showing up each day and not losing that passion for what we do, I shared with you a story about how long sometimes it takes to get that thank you and understand that what you do makes a difference day in and day out. I have another story for a religious affairs airman that I was replacing at the Air Force Academy. And so they're being a great sponsor, and they're showing me, and they're saying, hey, here's how this is, here's how this is going on. Make sure you pay attention to this. And what Sergeant Campbell did, Colin Campbell, he started his career and he ended his career at the Air Force Academy. So he came in there as a young airman, as a non-prior service airman into our career field, and then he was going to finish his career there. And what many of you may not know is that, again, the Air Force Academy is a university, and so they have class reunions. They come back for graduation and just to have the opportunity to see their alma mater. And so it was a 20-year class reunion. There was an individual that came up to Sergeant Campbell and I, and they said, hey, is the choir director still here? I'd really like to go see him. And they're like, yeah, actually, Gary's over here, and we can get to that. And the gentleman started to step off, and he turned around and he looked at Sergeant Campbell and he said, were you here 20 years ago? And he said, actually, yeah, I was, yes, sir. I'm going to start and end my career here at the Air Force Academy. And he said, oh, hang on a second. And he goes and gets his family, and he comes over and he says, here, meet my spouse, meet my children. Because if it wasn't for you, and if it wasn't for the Chaplain Corps investing in me, walking alongside of me, encouraging my faith formation, encouraging my spiritual fitness, meeting me when I was challenged, I would have never made it through this place. I wouldn't be the man that I am today if it wasn't for you. Meet my family. Thank you. That was not my story, right? Like, that was not my journey, but I got to experience it alongside of him, because it could have just as easily been me, right? And it could just as easily be one of you. And so I say that to say it might take 20 years to see some of the impact of the things that we do. And we would say, well, I was just doing my job. I was helping somebody in need. Surely you would do the same, right? But to be able to be a part of it, see it, geek out in that moment of like, oh my gosh, that just happened. That was 20 years in the making. I saw it. Those are the things that I would say to stay connected, encourage each other, share those victories, because you will have moments in this career field where it's challenging and you wonder if what you do makes a difference, if somebody sees it, if it's enough. There's not enough of us to go around. How can we fully make the difference that we want to do? And I'm here to say that we are better for having you, and you will help us make a bigger difference in the lives of our airmen, guardians, and families, so that we can fortify the warfighter for what we are called to do. So thank you for the opportunity to celebrate with you today. Couldn't be happier. Again, Chaplain Kitchens sends his congratulations, and we will see you around this Air Force. We can't wait. Thank you.
Class 24001 completed the prescribed course of study and is recommended for graduation. Chief Master Sergeant Sadie Chambers, please come forward to present the certificates for graduation. Class 24001, prepare for graduation. We will start off with Airman Basic Linnell Brown. Anybody? We got it. Technical Sergeant Jeremy Dolly. Mm, okay. A1C Jacob Flores. Senior Airman Matthew Fowler. Airman Basic Shane Fry.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Airman Basic Molly Griffiths. Technical Sergeant Brad Gutierrez. Staff Sergeant William Justice. A1C John Liu. Technical Sergeant Luke Makovic. Airman Basic Madison Peoples. Airman Janiyah Ransom. Uh-oh. Yeah. A1C Barrick Stotts. A1C Blakely Thibodeau. Senior Airman Eileen Tillman. A1C Namika Uzuku. Airman Juan Velez Preciado.
All your fans.
A1C Alana West. The Instructor Award. This award is given to the student that sought continuous improvement of the training environment. They inspired the best output among their professional peers, maintained custom and courtesy, and embodied the warrior ethos. The Instructor Award goes to, for Class A, Senior Airman Eileen Tillman.
This one we're not dropping, okay? Down there. All right, there you go. Thank you.
And the Instructor Award for Class B, Staff Sergeant William Justice. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Sergeant Mateo. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give one more round of applause to our newest Religious Affairs Airman.